All right, let's try that again. Howdy, y'all. Can you hear me okay? Hope life's treating you well. Well, looky. We got a whole bunch of people in here waiting. Holy crap, 9 people, and I'm just getting started. My goodness. It'll be a combination of Bob, another Bob, and all that fun stuff there. Well, that's weird. There's like new icons in the chat. Like I'm seeing King. Like there's a crown and like a number 2 and number 1. Interesting. Okay. Top fans. That's what it says. Cool. Excellent. So how is everybody doing? I wanted to wish everybody a happy 4th of July weekend. My gosh, time flies. Happy Independence Day to each and every one of you. I hope you're celebrating it in your own way. I'm celebrating it my own way by sleeping until 11 o'clock and then having a nice prescription of Wake Up from Dr. I Am Awake. How y'all doing? How's life treating you? Talk to me. Tell me what's up. I have a treat for you guys today, too. I was talking with Marty from Steel Scrap Kingdom. And he gave me permission to play one of our collaborative videos this morning. And I think that would be really cool to kind of watch as we collab and catch up after God knows how long it's been since I've been live. So let me say hello to everybody individually here. It looks like we've got Diamond with R5. Welcome, my friend. Thumbs up and a high five. That's right, recycling. It's always good to see you, bro. Thumbs up and a high five to you. Of course, I said hello to everybody. Mary Ann, Dowdy Life and Everyday Life, welcome. Yeah, much love to you. Hope you're doing well. Thumbs up and a high five. We got the legendary Scrap and Pallet Man in the house today. Great to see you, my friend. Thumbs up and a high five. By the way, if anybody wants to come up on the panel and just shoot the breeze for a little bit, you're certainly more than welcome to. Scrap and Pallet Man, I've been trying to get you up here for years. It'd be really, really cool to have you up here and just hang out for a little bit and shoot the breeze. And I think everybody else would enjoy seeing you too. Not to put you on the spot, but I'm just saying you are more than welcome to come on up here. Amy Goodrich, it's good to see you. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to have you. Lynn Mitzi, much love to you. Thumbs up and a high five. Let's see. Let's keep on going here. See if anybody else popped in. Nobody popped in just yet. So there we go. We got everybody in there. So Life has been pretty good. Oh, aviation fan, thumbs up and a high five. Just popped in with the zinger to say hello, Gil. I think you're a bit behind the times. Your shirt ought to say already disturbed. Well, it does. It says I'm disturbed enough already. See? It says do not disturb. I'm disturbed enough already. See? Scrapping together. How you doing there, Bill? Thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you. Hope life's treating you well. So yeah, I was talking with Marty from Steel Scrap Kingdom, and he's going to allow me to play one of the videos that try the snap trick to pop up on stream. Now, if anybody could do it, Scrap and Pallet Man, that's for sure could do it. But yeah, he gave me permission to play that video, which I thought was really, really cool. There we go. As long as the internet stays going. Let's see. Amy Goodrich says the crowns are for something to do with you two. I don't know much about it. Honestly, like, I think because when I click on the crown, it says top fans. And I guess it assigns experience points to those that maybe comment the most or maybe are most engaged in the chat. I don't know. I'll have to Google that and find out. I think it's intriguing. It's just, yeah, letterboards chat. Exactly. But yeah, doing well. I don't know if you saw in my last video, I finally got a bed cap for like a camper cap for my truck. So now when I'm traveling, I can sleep in the back of the truck, and it's going to be much easier for me to be able to travel and not have to worry about getting hotels and getting a decent night's sleep. That's one big step in the right direction toward traveling and doing my thing, because I'm still going to use the cap once I get my camper. I'm still going to use the cap because obviously we want to keep a ton of stuff in the back of the truck and keep it dry when we're traveling with the camper as well. I think that's totally cool. And guys, on top of all that, I got a whole bunch of scrap that I need to do and I need to film. Now, Other Bob gave me a swift kick in the ass in the last video. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but he certainly gave me a swift kick in the ass to get me started and get me motivated to start creating YouTube videos again. Basically, it's a, sugar honey iced tea or get off the pot type of deal. So, I still want to do it, so I'm going to do it. I've got to pace myself, though. I'm going to try to just do a video once a week. I'm going to minimize the amount of editing so that I can get a video out for you guys. I'm going to try to keep it entertaining as humanly possible, so that you guys want to keep coming back and you don't have a snooze fest whenever you're watching a video. I do not want that, okay? I'm not going to get to the levels of some of y'all, but hopefully it'll be entertaining and captivating enough for you to stick around. Let's see. That's awesome. You get a cap for the truck. I keep telling Crystal I want one for my truck too. Oh, it's Mr. R5 Adventures. What's going on, Mike? Thumbs up and a high five. There you go. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope life's treating you well. Let's see. We got Enfield Road loft layout in the loft. My apologies here. I'm still on my prescription from let's see. I am awake with unlimited refills. Says drink is needed. Repeat often until you feel fully awake. Add cream or sugar to improve flavor. Caution: side effects include the following: jitters, high IQ, burst, or energy. I don't know if the high IQ would be there, but at least the burst of energy would be there, and I'm good for that. That's one of the reasons I'm really sipping on this big trough here. So anyway, let's see. So I was watching. Thank you, Enfield. I appreciate you saying nice truck back, by the way. Aviation says, so I was watching a movie called 10 Top Tips to Avoid Shark Attack. I'm honestly shocked that number one wasn't stay the hell out of the water. Yeah, I mean that's a good advice, really. But when it's super hot and you're in those climates, and you want to cool down, I guess it's a risk versus reward type of situation. So yeah, it sounds like you need another cup. I do. I do. Okay, so there's Mrs. R5. You got both of us in the chat today. Wonderful. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to pull up Marty's most recent video with us collabing, and I'm going to play it. And I'll be able to pause it and ask, answer questions or just interact with the chat throughout it anyway. But I figured you guys would like to see it. Some of you may not have seen it because some of you may not be subscribed to Steel Scrap Kingdom. And if you're not, I would, I'd recommend you going on over there and subscribing to the guy because he is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm wearing this because it's not what I'm using. See, coffee, it's my drink. If I don't get it, I can't think. Love that. That's funny. Early morning and evening times are not safe times for swimming with the sharks. I would imagine not. You gotta love that caffeine. So good. Gil, I'm leaving soon to take the scrap rat to the 4th of July cause in today. I'm not sure what that means, but it's some sort of celebration for the 4th of July, and I am totally on board, whatever that is. That is really cool. So if you get to take off, if anybody's going to take off because they got things to do to celebrate their Independence Day, you go, you be independent, and you do what you want to do today because that's what it's all about. Hey, Michigander Man Adventures. Welcome, my friend. Oh, my gosh, another one I haven't seen in ages. Welcome. You get a great big thumbs up and a high five and a welcome. It is good to see you. Hope life is treating you well, my friend. Life here is fantastic, and I hope it is for you as well. Well, it's not fantastic, but I try to portray it that way. Not in Florida, in my experience. Coffee spelt backwards is effic, and I don't give an effic until I. Oh, God. Okay, that actually made my day. Kraus on it's like a car show. Okay, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Amy says they have 2 new Mountain Dews out there. Out one is the Voltage Mountain Dew, and the other one is the Summer Breeze. I like the Summer Breeze Mountain Dew better than the Voltage one. So the Voltage one obviously would probably be, the one that has the boatload of caffeine and makes you all jittery and stuff, makes you go a million miles an hour. Happy 4th of July, Michigander man. Michigander. Michigander Man Adventures. Happy 4th of July. All right, give me just a second here. I'm going to pull up that video and I'm going to start playing that real quick here, and we can still interact with the video playing and everything, which is really nice. But yeah, Voltage one is like a grape flavor one. All proceeds go to charity. Awesome. Seriously, that is awesome. Yeah. I may need more coffee. Exactly. That's why I had to stop mid-sentence because, it's like the computer couldn't process. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Okay. I hope you all have your beverage of choice as well. So let me get that up here real quick. Just a moment. That's what she said. Scrap Kingdom. Oh, we got an ad. Hold on just a second. Uno momento, por favor. And I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to present. Let's see, extra camera, video file, image file, share screen. We shall share that screen right there. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Yeah, the words ain't wording. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Bob, just when he first gets up in the morning, he just cannot process the words in complete sentences because, well, I don't know. I don't know if he's getting a good night's sleep or if he's got a terrible mattress or he's got enough room to sleep or, you know, enough room to sprawl and feel comfortable, whatever the case may be, because he's got 3 huskies and 1 tiny dog and a wife, and sometimes all of those beings are on the bed at the same time. You do the math. It's a queen-size bed. Trying to have a good day with my PTSD acting up badly. Hon, just know you're loved, you're supported, and reach out anytime, Mary, if you need anything, okay? I am going to start this video here real quick. Let's go ahead and get it going. You guys let me know if you can hear the audio.
By name. Find out more at Libaldi.com.
There you go. You get a little ad.
These jobs aren't exactly
Oh, there's
legal.
another ad for the card. Not exactly.
Don't miss the 6th episode of that only on.
Yeah, no. Can't think of another.
Well, I will say,
Are you ready? I talked to my healthcare provider about Libaldi.
Go ahead and bring this over.
That's
Oh, actually.
Libaldi. Ask your healthcare provider about Libaldi
Oh my gosh,
by name.
another ad.
Find out more at Libaldi.com.
Can you guys hear this? You guys let me know if you can hear this or not.
These jobs aren't exactly legal.
Not exactly.
Don't miss the 6th episode of that only on Disney Plus.
This is bigger than you think. Well, here goes nothing.
Ironheart now streaming
Too loud,
on
too
Disney
soft.
Plus.
all right, Bob, so far it's the slice we just rolled off this garbage right here,
There we go.
including this lawnmower that I know for sure that, what do you think people will say?
We can sell that. We can sell that. Can't you clearly see that we can sell that, Marty?
For at least $65, right? I mean,
Come on.
I mean,
Go for 7.
Hey, there's the Steel
Well,
Scrap
Mikey
Kingdom.
in
How you doing,
Ohio.
buddy? Welcome,
Mr.
Steel Scrap
Scrappy,
Kingdom. You got a thumbs
he'd
up
have
and a
that
high five, brother.
with a T Hank, with a T Hanks box, and
Yeah, we got a double whammy with the ads.
She's a wonderful negotiator.
no, they both hide behind the drapes.
That's
Peeking.
true. They do. It's funny.
Peeking.
They take turns going out.
No,
We had such a good
yeah, to
time.
go get the money out of the T
hanging
Hanks box.
I thought it was really, really
Get the
cool
money,
hanging out
that's
with
the whole point, right?
Marty.
Right.
Tell him. Ask him
No,
if it. Hey, Mr.
unfortunate
Scrappy, put that on
circumstances.
consideration.
Yeah, how much-
We need to get
How
out
much
of
could
compound and
Mr.
whatnot, but,
S there in
it's
Cincinnati
always a good
get
time,
for that thing
regardless
right there?
Drop it
of
off
what
and,
the
you know,
situation
you know.
is when I get out
This-
there and visit.
This is a Joliet special, you know, like look at the
Uh-huh. We'll give you 20% right off the top.
I don't see no rubber tires.
Just Roberto.
Right. Like, yeah,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
So make sure you share this
You
out,
shouldn't
ladies and
scrap
gentlemen,
that.
boys
I
and
could have got
girls. I appreciate it very
$65 for
much.
that.
Jay Costa, welcome and happy
70,
Independence
yeah,
Day.
even
Happy
more.
4th of July to you guys. Thumbs up.
You just need to give it a little TLC.
I
could've
was in
used those
Laconia,
wheels
by the
or
way,
something.
last weekend. I apologize
No.
that I didn't reach out, but it was a rather busy weekend with my dad, my son, and all that.
It's from the town of poverty. Okay.
Here's the poverty. Here's the poverty on its
It's
side.
junk. It's scrap. I'm going to separate the engine. Oh yeah, a little.
The scrap. Oh,
The poverty
Scrap
almost tried
process
to
has
eat Marty
already
just
started.
then.
Oh no, that's a little brass faucet there that I found. Look at the drive belt is like. I didn't even notice that the drive belt is like broke or disconnected or something.
upon further inspection, we'll just take 70 for it.
Yeah, here, Bob, give it a whirl there.
Okay, hold on.
It certainly is.
No,
It certainly
the
is.
pull handle, the start handle. Where's the start handle on this?
I bet you we could sell this bag.
Oh, it doesn't have any holes in it.
Look, we could sell this bagger says Craftsman on it. You can't.
Oh, it's got a little hole in it, but nobody will see that.
Nah, don't worry about that. That's for ventilation.
See if it'll fire up there.
See.
Whoa! I heard compression.
Whoa, there's some compression.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some
Yeah, it was
compression.
awesome. It was awesome.
Compression, no dice.
That's all it's got. It's compression, huh?
Well, it is a Honda, so there is a slight chance you could get it running.
It's a Craftsman, though.
So, tell
Yeah, but with a Honda engine.
Yeah, but you know,
My mom was laughing at me.
what's
This lawn.
Are you saying the Craftsman name curses the Honda reliability?
no? It says assembled in Canada.
So
Man
you're
first or
saying that
woman
the
first? Or
Craftsman
both?
name
Who knows?
and the assembled
Looks
in
very
Canada
versatile to me.
curses the Honda reliability?
It makes it not run. It makes it end up at the curbside.
Law of averages.
Oh boy,
Law of averages.
you know what? I just lost. How many subscribers did I just lose?
I guess we'll settle for $50 for it, right?
50? Okay.
That's the blue light special. That's as low as we go.
Blue light special. Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not a runner, really.
Just to the scrapyard.
Yeah,
That's right.
To the yard.
Scrapyard.
Now look at this.
Brought my trailer
Some
with me
gem
this time.
of an
It was
individual
underutilized, but
dropped these off
bring
as a
it.
gift.
did bring scrap
Aren't
to the
people-
yard with it.
Aren't people special?
They make great benches.
They do.
Like, it's very sturdy,
Bob, I'm gonna
but not very environmentally friendly.
no, but you know what? I'm gonna have you continue with that. Could you do me a
Other
favor
Bob
and
did
throw
make
them in the river?
comments here and there about
I'm
the
sorry,
city.
but maybe
I can't get them to do that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a little too big for that, and my trailer won't go that far. And I don't know. Can't think of another excuse.
Well, I will say one thing about these guys, not just Bob, but the Pallet Man. They know from watching these videos that they are only willing to go so far back over here because of all the nails and screws. How far back were you willing to go there, Bob?
I think. Well, let's see. Hold on. I think I backed it up to about here,
Yeah.
and then
See, they're well trained and versed. You wouldn't have to be here. You just watch enough videos and you know better not to go any further.
from here on is scrapping purgatory
Take care, Mary.
with
Much
minefields.
love.
Yeah.
You and Bill have a great
Um,
day.
Endless nails, screws, bits of copper, bits of brass and wire. I would say there's about $100 worth of like buried copper and brass, right? What'd you find there?
Copper.
Yeah, told you.
You could, churn that
Really
land
use this-
around and
There's so much stuff.
sift it, and I bet
embedded
you
in the
find
dirt and the
hundreds of
ground.
dollars worth of copper.
Sorry, nope.
What is-
That is a cap.
Brass.
Oh, well, you can throw that over in the scrap
The
pile.
way it was buried, it looked like it was a wire.
It did.
I got excited.
Well, there's some wire right there.
Yeah, that's not buried.
There used to be this Canadian guy that watched my my channel,
That's one thing I wish.
and well, he doesn't
This year.
comment anymore. I guess
So much traveling, you know what I mean? It just kind of
he always be like, "Wire,
in
wire! I
such
see
a short
cords,
period
wire."
of time.
Actually, I see a
If you do too much of it, it
What
takes
is that, a
away from
penny?
the experience of being with the
A
people
heavily
you drive all
corroded
that
penny.
way out to be with.
It's got to be pre 1982.
So I just wouldn't make
No,
it
post-
Canada this year, but
post
next year
1982 was all
I'm going to take my
the zinc in it
with me, and
because
I'll
only
probably
they would like
stay out
corrode
for
this way
a good month or
with the
so
white stuff.
and just pace myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Flip
I
that.
wanna do-
Flip that real quick.
I'm going to pace
I thought
myself.
I saw blue
Work a
patina.
couple
Blue
of days
patina.
a
Yeah.
week, a couple of
Okay,
days
you're right.
off.
There is a lot of zinc there.
There's
But
a lot
that
of
blue
zinc.
Gonna
is
make this
copper.
work.
Yeah,
copper
well,
patina.
that's a copper
Beautiful
coating on
thing
there.
about working
The
from
more you
home.
know.
It's like,
Yeah,
I just stepped on a rotten
work
banana.
virtually anywhere there's
yes, you did.
Marty.
Sorry about that. No, that's a rotten apple, buddy.
Sometimes
I
life gives
honestly
you the
couldn't
splits.
tell what it was.
Then he goes and steps in it again.
All I knew it was squishy.
The key to being rich is knowing what
Skip with that.
That's a smashed apple.
Sorry, Marty.
Oh, so that wasn't even a
I heard
banana?
you
No.
said
Looked like a banana.
No, well, I've been sitting in the dirt for a while.
Find any goddamn grass to get it off.
It's not something that I ate
Yeah, 2 weeks.
or
It's
was
tough.
eating.
You know what I mean? It's tough to have, enjoy yourself.
Probably from wildlife
wild
and stuff.
experience while you're out there and relax. When
Wow,
you
this
go,
place is,
There's not even
hundreds
any
of-
apple trees
hundreds of
around here.
miles to drive.
This place is
in-
like
in the coming
compound
days.
that's
You see
on
other
like a
people.
severe diet.
Yeah, right.
So if
I gotta cut
pace
that
myself
car
out
up.
a little bit more,
Maybe you're gonna help
I
me
think
with
it'll
that,
make
or
a huge
I would
difference.
love to, I've never, ever,
Yeah.
ever cut a car in half.
yeah. Well, that's you got the trailer, all right,
If I'm not mistaken,
and we
car
got to
came
do a
on,
little measuring.
I
Or
guess
we got to drag this
get
thing out
ready
of
to be
this
gone.
cove here.
Or the compound is a
I
ghost
think-
town now.
I think if we cut this thing in half, we'll take the doors off and then
There was
cut
an
it
apple.
forward of the sunroof. You know, and we'll take in that whole back section.
Yeah, we might be able to get away with that.
I don't see why not.
If it'll fit on
No, the
the
more
trailer,
see, and
honestly,
this kind of
It'll-
just being honest.
this started giving anxiety. It's just like
Oh, we'll fit it into the trailer that way.
I so wanted to
It might
put it
hang
on,
over the
but the more
rail
I thought about it,
a little bit.
more I was worried that it would be
know,
heavy
honestly,
or
There was a
would bend
You know,
the
honestly,
trailer
there was a tape measure.
in some way because it's like asymmetric.
Donate what?
A car and a half, and trying to get
Donate car
trailer.
rentals.
those
You know,
trailers
we had very
buy
limited
that you can
options,
put the front tires of a vehicle in,
and
you
I
can
didn't
tow the
want
front
to,
vehicle, and you can tow the
have a
vehicle.
major issue on
That's a tow dolly.
trailer
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay.
while it was there.
Terminology, okay.
I mean, I certainly
Yeah.
wanted to help, but
so anyway, yeah, I mean, I could rent one of them.
one
We
point,
could tow
at
it to the
some point,
scrapyard.
we're like,
No, they won't take it without a title.
cars on there. We're not
Yeah,
going to
thing
put
in half.
semi
Huh?
on there. You know, when we use it,
I don't mind cutting it in half.
away.
You don't want to cut it in half?
No, I
So
said
we
that
ended up
half
getting
would
scrap
be
and
fine.
bringing more
Oh,
scrap
okay.
to the compound.
I was presenting an alternative option.
I would have taken the first option,
But
was
Marty
to call the
turned
yard
it
and have
around
them come
really
out and just pick it up, and you know.
Right, but they won't take it without a title.
That's right.
Yep.
So can't find the title. I'm a pig. I'm a slob.
I'm a scrapper, baby.
Yeah, right.
So why don't you scrap it?
Anyway,
But,
I had like a tape measure
Squirrel
laying on the ground here somewhere,
Black walnuts.
and don't you hate when that happens? You know you have something. You know I have it laying around on the ground somewhere. This place is kind of like, you ever hear that?
Guys, make sure you check out
You ever hear?
Kingdom's channel too if you haven't done so already.
You ever hear of that channel?
He's a nice guy. You know,
You ever hear of that channel?
blog type
Beamer and Son Garage.
I've been hearing a lot of Beamer and Son Garage.
Yeah.
when he's
Doesn't this-
uploading videos.
Isn't this place like a hellhole?
Enjoy
Just I'm throwing this guy under the bus. You know.
This is a
I shouldn't do-
Timu version of
Yeah,
Beamer and
right.
Son Garage.
Yeah. Welcome to Beamer and Son Garage.
Yes, it does.
Is that an accurate
Yeah.
description, Marty? The blue version?
Oh, what are we going to work on today? The van down by the river there.
Nobody can compare to Beamer and Son Garage.
Yeah, the landlord again was
Beamer and
asking me,
Son Garage.
who owns the camper? I'm like, not me. They ain't mine. And if you're going to do anything with it, don't go through my side. Go through the
that
the car
camper is
guy's
another
side
story.
to go and get it.
It's not my
Leave
story.
me out of
to tell,
it.
though.
Exactly.
I think Marty had
I
told
was wondering if that
his
was yours.
channel,
No.
his video.
That would be cool to have, though.
Yeah.
It's one of the more
I could
recent
I
videos.
could totally live in it. Just
you'll-
put an air
you'll laugh. You'll
conditioner
get
in
a
the back.
huge kick out
Might be a fixer-upper, but by gosh, I bet you could throw a bed in that some bitch and
I think
just
there's-
live in it.
I think there's a raccoon living in it.
Well, at least somebody is.
All good, buddy. Enfield, don't you
Scrapyard
worry
needs
about
its
nothing. I'm
metal.
glad you're here.
Yes, it
Glad
does.
that
Needs
you
his
at the very least stop by.
Yeah,
So,
that-
no worries. man.
that's the truth.
No expectations.
Never ends.
No, so I got the motor. I gotta separate the trans from that. So you're thinking we have to cut this damn thing in 3 pieces?
The car?
Yeah,
I don't think I'd be able to get a whole half on that truck, on that trailer.
oh, okay. Well,
How wide is this?
we could listen. Listen to experience.
You can almost feel
Experience
the
is
anxiety
speaking.
bubbling up inside.
I don't know. I was looking for this tape measure that was laying on the ground there, and it like isn't here anymore.
Hey, board
But it
old
was here
House, ladies
a
and
minute ago.
happy, I know.
But okay, I just used my shoes then to go and measure 1,
Hey, happy Independence
2, 3,
Thumbs up and a high five.
4. Well, I wouldn't pass that roadside.
Big Scrap Nation. What's up,
How can
brother?
you count that?
Thumbs up and a high five.
Huh? How many did I count? 4?
I don't know.
We're
5,
watching a collab
6.
video with me and Steel Scrap.
Like most cars. Most cars are.
6 feet across.
Enjoying the power
Okay,
tape
well,
in
the way this would work, I
1080p
guess,
or
is
720.
it would just be like hanging over
my stream yards.
hanging over one rail or both rails or.
We're putting our new BioFreeze UltraFlex lidocaine pain relief patch to the
I owe you
test. It has some pure.
Sorry.
Because the trick.
How are we going to get this big chunk of car on this thing?
Okay, well, listen to the experience. 1, 2.
Can you hear it bubbling up? I'm like,
And you finally learned something too, right? That I'm full of shit.
No, I don't know.
So anyway, from
my middle name being here today. I don't know.
from fender to fender, all right, it wouldn't be like the weight wouldn't be resting on that; it would be resting on the rail.
Right.
Okay, that's 6 feet, so that's the whole car. So that's completely legal. And then you just take ratcheting straps and tie it down. Once it's on there, you tie it down. And this thing is how long?
8 feet.
Oh, no problem. I think he's like second guessing. I think
that is correct.
On top of the angle.
I think he's second.
Why are you whispering?
Why am I whispering?
I'm telling your friends that I'm full of shit. You're full of shit. Stop it.
I think he's second guessing my
we love
my genius here.
off of each other's personalities on
So
YouTube.
if you rest, if it
It's
rests
a lot
on
of
the
fun.
angle iron, I could strap it down.
Uh-huh.
That's fun. That's not a problem. But when we get to the scrapyard,
Yeah. Oh, no problem getting rid of it then.
yeah, they could grab the picker.
They're not going to do that.
Well, what are they gonna do?
My shop.
No, what we're going to do.
Well, next
I'm
year,
not
buddy.
doing Shit, I put it on there. They can take it off.
No. What I'm going to do then, okay?
What do you
Put your
You
fish
just
with
take
that,
like a long
big
tie strap or whatever, toe strap, and you tie it to.
I'm planning on coming out
part
that
of
way
the
next
car,
year, and
and
you want
you take
company,
the other
you
part,
wanna try that whole thing,
and you
with
tie
your
it to a heavy piece of yard equipment that
this
they
year,
usually
next
have
year,
sitting there. They usually have a
October game,
bulldozer
we'll hang
that's
out.
not being used, or
We'll figure
clock.
out on YouTube and the logistics beyond all that.
If you
Don't worry about
listen
that.
to the genius,
Okay.
okay? Okay, listen
But
to the
I just want to help.
bullshitter.
You know what I'm saying? So going up there and hanging out with you.
See that ramp?
It's
Yeah,
really
what about the
all
ramp?
we do. YouTube is secondary. We'll figure all that out.
No
Who
problem.
the hell knows what that car is going to do to that ramp as I
Uh-huh.
floor it to get the hell out of
Yeah,
Dodge?
yeah.
Oh.
The anxiety is
Drag
pretty
that
much it.
car off my
Nothing. That's why you use the wooden panels right there. There's that wood stuff over there. You
That
put
ain't
the.
gonna stop my ramp from being damaged. I can almost guarantee it.
The ramp will be fine.
A lot
They
process.
would need
I
to
hear
come
you,
with a
man.
picker.
I hear you.
I want to
There's a
see
lot
him
of
pick
stuff
up
I got
half
to
a
do
guy
here.
in
Okay.
the car and throw it on top of the pile.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
Oh, he wants to make a video.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The video you've been making videos all day. I haven't even taken out my camera.
I
I
don't.
want to see the picker take
You
it
might make.
and fling it.
You might make money off of YouTube, but this
Are you
channel.
kidding me? I make just enough
Getting busy here.
Just
Gil's
enough.
family gonna head out safe.
to buy maybe one
You're
Dunkin'
all
Donuts iced coffee a
much
week.
love to you, sweetheart.
Oh, come on.
Goodbye to you and
Oh,
yours.
come on.
Be safe. Be kind. I don't
Damn
know.
good iced coffee. but
Have
still.
a great day.
I thought. I thought you were like at least in Mr.
was kind of a
Scrappy's
fun
league.
thing.
In my
So, like,
dreams, man.
in the end, like I just wanted to go live. because I haven't done so in a while.
What is this, Poverty Central?
We've had
I'm
conflicting
like
things
Mr.
happen
Beast,
and stuff
but
that
Scrap
prevented me from going live.
with a touch of
You know,
Mr.
other
Scrappy.
people that I wanted to go to live.
Oh, so you have
in my
your
dreams.
you have your own
So I just wanted
candy
to do this.
bar line,
I figured, you know
Mr.
what?
Beast candy.
If Marty was okay with me playing this video, and he
It's,
was, you know, and hoping
called,
that he'll get a few subscribers out of this
I
too.
don't
the
think
shitty
we went.
kernels with nuts.
You.
I don't know what I just said, but I think I grossed Marty out.
So that's the stuff that I acquired today, going on scrap runs. People calling that lawnmower, couple of water heaters, and then stuff that I didn't call about or even want.
We'll have to plan
Those
something.
two TVs, and then
if you're up for it.
those
We
chairs were
definitely have to
found
plan something sometime,
as happenstance.
and hang out. I'm sure people would love to
No.
hear from you. And
No, they apparently
Don't be
somebody
able to
waited
ask
for
you
me to be gone and decided to leave me a gift that
yes, yes,
is
we
almost
should do a shop
impossible
live
to
sometime.
get rid of.
In fact, I'm considering changing out.
Is there still a dumpster around here?
About getting rid of.
Yeah, and the garbage guy will
I'm
not.
thinking about getting
He'll pull them out, or he'll give the landlord a fine
this fiber internet
or a fee, and then
You just took the fun out of
I
it.
can get a gigabyte.
then he'll see me on camera, and just
All right, hold on.
So now I'm stuck with
Pause
the
this for
additional
just a
task
second.
of dismantling those things all the way apart.
Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and pause this for just a second so I can talk to Big Scrap Nation here real quick. So basically, what's happening is I'm considering getting rid of Starlink and getting fiber, because fiber internet has run through the area, and at first it wasn't all that impressive. And I wanted to keep Starlink because it was a nice backup. If the power went out, I could just start the generator and, you know, satellite internet. So I just need power for the transceiver. But now they've upped the amount of data for the fiber in my area. I can get up to 1 gigabyte per second up and down. So I'm like, hell yeah, why not? So I think I'm going to change to that. The 1 gigabyte up is going to seriously help the live streaming game. And I can also expand, like I could run an Ethernet out into the garage and set up a live streaming station out there so that I can actually do live streams out in the garage like a lot of other scrappers do. That's the plan. That's what I would like to do. It's probably going to happen because the thought of having 1 gigabyte of up and down internet is very tantalizing, very, very titillating, if you will. Let me go ahead and start this back up again. And I'm going to lower the volume on the video just a smidge so that you guys can hear me.
So I can get rid of the parts that I can get rid of.
Honestly, though, I would pay good money to see you dress up in a Where's Waldo costume and tiptoe over there with one and try to toss it.
So there, I'll lower that.
It might come down to
Toss
that.
it, and then have them play that back. It's like, did you throw a TV in there?
Yeah, right? Because
the better
I
internet
can't
would
think of
be
one
fiber.
scrapyard that would take a
Well,
television.
it really
you know?
depends on what you.
Not like that.
No.
As far
The
as
flat
working
screen
from
ones,
home
yeah,
goes,
about half the scrapyards will still
Realistically,
take those. But
Starlink would be better
It's
in the sense
unfortunate.
that
It really is. 'cause
it's good.
there is some copper to be had.
It's
in them.
reliable.
It's not like
a
there's
little bit.
power here.
There's a cone.
All I got to do is hook up my generator.
The yoke, you get the degauser,
If I hook
Yeah.
up the generator and power it up,
cord,
I've got
Well,
and you've got a low grade.
if I hook up
board
my
inside.
generator, like if I have
The
fiber,
problem is
And
I have
you just
fiber
want the
internet service,
you just want the
and I
board
use
storage.
power,
How much are the
I
low
can hook
grade
up my
boards?
generator.
the low grade
But
boards and the mid grade
I may
boards
not
are 50 cents a
necessarily have
pound.
it.
They're not bad. That's
Internet
about the price of aluminum.
as the power. You see what I'm saying?
So I'm willing to bet that board in this
Starlink would
TV
be
right
better.
here.
It's
probably
a
like
more
half a
solid
pound,
choice
maybe
for the work at
3/4
home
pound. That one's
option.
probably like 2
But
pounds.
2 pounds.
Fiber
So
is
we get a whole dollar or two.
well-rounded choice because
Yeah.
it gives you way more for the money.
Rich tender Angus
But you're
steak
at
and
the
melty
mercy
American
of the
cheese. It
reliability
brings a tear to the eye,
of,
but it's
like,
not a
you know,
tear. It's your eyes
electricity, all
salivating.
that fun jazz.
Those peoples
Oh,
are
that makes sense.
drooling for cheese steak.
Oh,
Arby's.
anybody tried
we
that?
have the meat.
I watched Dame Drops and they said it's pretty good.
You get out of the system what you put into it, not just the money, but all your time
Go
and
for
effort.
office is in the house.
And
ladies
MMCI
gentlemen, boys
understands that
girls of all
clearly and will
ages.
make
Never
sure
know, thumbs up
it's
and
a
high five,
success.
much love.
I've been
Hold
very
on.
proud of this
Hold on.
company
I'm
and working
covering the
for it.
skip button.
I've never seen.
Sorry, Marty.
Plus the
I'm
copper cone, that might
the
be worth a couple
AdSense
of
revenue
dollars.
I owe you is adding up.
Yeah, the copper cone.
Oh, this is a Samsung, so it might be actually worth a few pennies more
Perhaps.
because it's not a Chinese-made thing.
There we go. I'll turn
This
that
is
down a little bit more.
Pennsylvania.
Is that a little better, guys? Can you hear me
This is
over the video?
Yeah, I bet you the degaussing cable on this is aluminum.
Yeah.
They turned down the volume on YouTube, but I don't know if it's turning the volume down
The
in
yoke, the cone, the
StreamYard.
Yoke, talking about the cone, is still going to be made of copper. There's a decent amount of copper in there, but still, the tubes. It's a major pain to get rid of them because they're like
Dirty thumb must be working.
Really? Where's the
exactly?
It's embedded inside the glass.
Hardly
It's
working
embedded in the
is more
glass.
like.
Then what's that flaky shit?
When you break it,
Yeah.
I assume that's some sort of lead or
Ooh.
it's toxic, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, your commenters would probably know better than I.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to breathe that in.
No, then we're all
says,
dead
no,
ducks.
I'm not. And we usually do the 3-course meal at
I've been
Arby's.
around
Plus the
enough of this
coupon
shit
for the
with the little
$2
bits
shake
flying in the air.
each. And for the two
Yeah,
of
a
us
lot of
comes to
people
$20. It's not
break
bad
up the
nowadays. I mean,
glass and whatnot.
fast food is
Yeah.
And it's
damned
got
expensive.
reflectors on because you can't chance it. There is toxic. There's
Can you
toxic
still hear
stuff.
the video is my question.
Lovely.
Yes.
I never knew that. Good to know. Unfortunately, it's entirely too late.
Right. Exactly.
For me, anyway.
Electronic
Well,
Scrapper,
you
hello
at
and
least have a
welcome. Thumbs up
disclaimer.
and a high five.
Before you do what you
Great
have
to
to
see
do.
you, man.
Yeah.
This video is a collaboration between me and Marty from Steel Scrap Kingdom. This was filmed back in
Good to know. Tell them
May.
the good news. Did you know that you got a new phone?
Oh yeah. We got a new phone here.
Yeah.
So maybe the videos and the video quality will be a little bit better.
Possibly.
Happy
Maybe
4th of
even
July,
better.
Electronic
Yeah,
Scrapper.
well, for a while anyway,
Hope you're
until I
doing
run
well.
out of gigabytes.
It's all about the gigabytes, right, Marty?
Oh, I think I want to save this and get the rotors off of that and the brake calipers. Yeah.
Yep.
But
The
me
right
and Bob
trapping,
dragged a whole
hello,
load of
thumbs up
crap
and a
out
high
of today.
five.
So I really made myself a mess.
I know some of y'all
I
are
got
from
tires,
a different
and I got
country,
more
but
tires.
I'm sure you celebrate your
Like,
independence just as much
tires,
as we
yeah,
do.
you know.
Maybe not on the same day, but
Yeah, that's a
hope you have a
Texas
wonderful
accent
day
there. You know
regardless.
how they say.
Long time no see. Happy
say-
all,
They
how
say
you
in
all,
parts
God
of Texas
bless.
they say tires, and
Keep
then
military
for
veterans,
wire they call it
first
wire.
responders in your prayers.
Wire.
PTSD is not a joke.
Hey,
Never give up, never surrender.
right.
By the grace of God.
yeah, what the hell are you
I
saying?
couldn't have said that better
Wire.
myself.
Oh, a whole
Thank
lot
you.
of wire.
Rights trapping. In fact, I'm going to leave that up there for a little bit. I really like that.
Well, some of them are actually really good, and like this hoarder does not want to part with this Michelin because it's like, to me, a Michelin tire is a real tire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody else have a coffee prescription?
Tiny bit of life left to these tires.
There's plenty of life. It's a Michelin.
Yeah,
Look,
maybe 10,000 miles. What do you think?
maybe on the back. See, the problem is, I made this video and I didn't upload it because people watching my videos would be like,
Amy,
King, you got your
see.
trauma. Anyway,
Arnie
there's
had
this
so much
guy-
stuff there, or had so much stuff there.
This guy, I had a full load of scrap.
Let me go ahead and pause this for a
And this
second.
guy-
I want to answer this question here real quick. Marty had so much stuff there, and you can kind of get a feel for it, you know, with the video kind of rolling around as we're talking. there was so much stuff there that it was very, very hard to put a dent in it in the small amount of time I was there. He had, I gave him maybe 2.5 days worth of help, more or less. And in that time, we did what we could. We took a lot of stuff out of the inside of the building and took it out to prepare it for transport, either from his truck or, a tow truck or whatever the case may be. But a very small dent is all I'm going to say there. It was a very small dent. I mean, it was help, but there was a lot of stuff to do when we got there.
Cut me off really bad where I almost spilled the load and crashed into him. Yeah, really bad, like cut off, right? And then he pulls up to the gas pump next to me at the gas station. I'm like, oh, I'm not a fighter. I don't want to fight. Okay?
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
And the guy's like hollering and bitching at me. You cut me off, Baba. I'm like, no, you cut me off, dude. What the hell are you talking about? His face is like all beat red and he's shaking his head. It was like an older guy, right? Anyway, his glasses, long story longer, his glasses fall off of his face, right? And they land on the ground, and I'm just looking at them, and I don't say anything about it. And he goes about, paying for his gas, and he gets in his car, he takes off. And once he takes off, the glasses, I think I'll upload the video. Should I?
I think you should.
So his glasses are there by the gas pump.
Yeah, a dent is a dent.
I kick him with my shoe.
And he
kick him
did.
again,
He did.
and I kick it under my back tire
There's
right
a lot
there.
of stages to it too.
And
There was a lot of stuff
I show him my
that needed
video.
to be processed,
Purposely
organized,
gleefully
processed, and all that.
riding over
stuff.
the glasses and then
It's
going
not as
punch.
easy as it
Then,
looks.
a little later on, just about 5 minutes later, I go over to Harbor Freight
at the very
Tools
least.
to go get a tool, right? And right here, I want to show you in my video, I show the karma immediately paying me back. As a result, I got that's a tire plug now. I got a big old nail or screw in my tire. And he goes, so the universe paid me back instantly.
It certainly
with
did.
that one.
Jeez.
So maybe I should have just not kicked the glasses.
Well,
and
I think what happened is the a-hole got a-holed by another a-hole, and you became another a-hole, another a-hole.
Correct.
When you put the glasses underneath, which was well deserved, by the way.
Another a-hole.
Then,
for Android, we already have the credential manager.
There we go.
Karma was like, no, we can't. We
can't let you go.
This is the tit for tat, right?
Yeah, we can't let you go. We can't give you a freebie.
That's nothing.
It's not really
Marty's like a
This is buy
superhero
one, get
scrapper.
one.
Get this is a buy one, get two back.
That's a
So
mere
in other
flesh
words,
wound for Marty.
Don't do that again. Even if somebody's being an asshole. Huh? Yeah.
You might get a freebie someday.
No, I think I won't say I learned my lesson, but I think in the future I'll just take the high road and just ignore them.
I think what you should have done, in all honesty, is the right thing for the gas station.
Yeah.
I think you should have picked them up and put them in the trash.
In the trash? I might do
Which
that
is
next
also
time.
good karma
Definitely.
for the
But then
a
Have a
hole.
deeper meaning for the person.
Take
then
those
that-
glasses.
But that iPhone,
kind of
the
put them
iPhone
in the
that I
trash.
got from you,
Because you never know, somebody could run it
put that,
over and the
like, in
glass
a
shards could get in a
trash
tire
bag,
or something.
and so maybe that's not right and I couldn't find it, and I was all frantic, and I retraced my steps, and I ended up at the gas station, and I dug through the trash, and I found the iPhone in a trash bag in the trash can.
Marty was having such a complex that day.
Oh yeah,
And
because what it looked like in my head, in my imaginary, it looked like I'm some kind of a hype, and I pawned off something for $15 or whatever, because I need my fix.
I swear to God, there are times when you seem like a bad luck magnet.
Oh, I am.
Don't we all at times, guys?
I'm very.
I'll be like the first to admit, like,
Yeah.
I've gotten to know Marty over the years, I'm telling you, as in the YouTube viewer watching this video right now, that he's a really good guy. You know what I mean? He's just trying to survive. And for some of the stuff that has happened to him, that happened to him, he didn't deserve it. It's weird how it all happens the way it happens.
It's almost like an
all I
X-Files.
It's like Murphy's Law is constantly turned on for Marty.
Right.
Is there a switch on your new iPhone?
That's right, recycling.
Turn
You have a
Murphy's
great
Law
day,
off?
buddy.
No.
Don't work
I'm
too
afraid
hard.
it might, like,
Relax.
I'm afraid it might try and like replicate itself. And
until the next time.
yeah. So we got a little bit of aluminum pile going here today, thanks to Bob. You know, and we got like a little mishmash thing going here. We got a tire pile going.
Basically, we brought a lot of stuff from the inside to the outside.
And that's about it, because
for sorting and compiling, and then ultimately bringing to where.
Well, do your best to pace
like the
yourself.
scrapyard, and then the scrapyard, and then more scrapyard.
Does that work?
That's the end goal, really.
Pace
Yeah,
yourself.
it's-
Take
There's
like
26
Marty,
more
take
days,
micro
and then there's no more
breaks.
kingdom.
It really feels like an era coming to an end.
It is. It's getting emptier.
Take care.
I
Much
take
love
those
to you,
doors
Go Fish
home with me.
Office. Have a
Okay.
great Fourth.
That's another project that I wanted to get. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I found those doors when I was scrapping. I wasn't looking for those, but I'm like, I could use those in my house.
Nice, solid doors.
Yeah, they are. And so I seen them being thrown away, so I shoved them all in that little Saturn station wagon, and I've had them for at least 9 months. One of those projects that I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And you know how the pallet man got an e-bike? Well, I got an e-bike, and I was keeping it over there, and I got paranoid that somebody was going to steal it when I left the door unlocked or open. So I took that out of here.
Ian Matthews. Welcome, my friend. Thumbs up and a high five.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Great.
I got a
to see
pallet
you.
jack. That works.
How's Scrap Life treating you, brother?
I still have this Mustang.
Yes,
that's
we will need to do something
smashed up a
very,
little bit.
very soon when it's not so
This
busy.
place looks like a ghost town compared to previous years.
Oh yeah, it's getting hollowed out.
It really is.
I got a little bit more to go there, bud. I got 26 days. 26 days. 26 days and it's all over. I don't know if I can do it all. I don't know if you're gonna come back out here or not, or I think he's gonna like run back to Indiana.
Marty is always
He's gonna run back to Indiana.
thinking,
The clutches
like,
of
I'm
crystal.
gonna scare whoever comes here away.
Yeah.
I'm tugging like a tick, man.
Did
I'm a friend until you tell me to get my butt out of here.
Did he hurt you, Bob?
Was that on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's just a radio squawk box.
Period.
I
was going to come up and visit you
when I
guys,
make a YouTube video, I try and like tone
but
that
if
down
you're
because
getting done at 2, I'm not going to.
yeah.
Well, it's just a comedian.
You know how a few changes on your website can somehow take weeks to ship? With Framer, that's over. Because while your site lives
Yeah,
here,
try to get rid of
it
those
also
subcaps.
lives here, giving designers and marketers the freedom to update and publish all on their own, while your developers focus on the big stuff. With a powerful CMS, a growing universe of plugins.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah, talk show.
Sorry, guys.
Right, with some
Talking
some
to
people
wife,
focusing on
doing a yard sale with a buddy of hers today.
certain aspects of it. Like, okay, stop.
You got enough material here now for like 2 or 3 videos.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna loop this all into one, maybe.
No,
Including
Marty's
picking up the water
Marty's
heaters and
Th-
stuff.
This was filmed.
Yeah, we had
This
fun
was
with
filmed in May, Ian.
But yeah, this Murray right here, this antique Murray that's going to the yard.
When I was out in
There's no room for that.
Indiana,
Oh, I still
Illinois
got a
area.
couple more tires. I thought I got all the tires out of here during the
But
section, but I got about two or three,
posted this
four.
video. This is one of Scrap King's videos. And of course, I asked him permission before I played it, but
I don't know.
Thought it would be kind of cool to share it with y'all. And there might be a few people that aren't subscribed to
man
him
bought that really nice
that may be
blue one, the
interested
Schwinn
in
that was
going on over
outside
and checking out his channel.
I sold it to him for a giveaway price, really. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I realize that guy's like, he's got some fixation.
But I am going to have to, I'm going to have to cut it off
all
probably
things
another 10, 15 minutes though. The video is like an hour and
why not? Right?
73 minutes long.
Exercise.
Yeah.
Or just, I'll have to cut it off because I got stuff that I want to do today too.
Right.
Get stuff
Collecting and
done.
boarding.
Get my Independence Day
I was trying to
started.
make the pallet
Take
man
a
into a
shower,
hoarder.
all that fun stuff. I smell like a Sasquatch that was in a sauna for way too long.
Then we could be peas in a pod. I'm a hoarder.
He's the snap tool specialist.
Yeah, that snap tool there. I wish I had one of them, but
Me too.
yeah.
Go fish office. I thought you had
sure
things
would.
to do. Or you just in the background.
Yeah, snap.
Hi.
That shit's right in the. It's in the
Yeah.
truck. How?
See, all this stuff is still here.
Oh yeah. See now, if the pallet man came there with you, I was gonna beg him to use the snap tool inside and out. Snap that, and then bam, it's gone. Wow.
Replace
You
with a
saved my
pile of
life.
money in the center of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another tire. We missed another one.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a whole stack there. I wasn't counting that stack right there because there's some old crummy aluminum rims that.
This was so much fun to move today.
Oh, this is a beast. This will have to be loaded onto your trailer or whatever with
Move that with elbow grease. Just
with
and it
engine
is
hoist.
hideously heavy.
You know what I mean? Because it's just
Yeah, that's
it's beast.
Yeah, it never made it on the trailer either.
it's
Like,
incredibly beefy.
I wasn't willing to back the trailer up because of like the landmines in the yard.
Here,
Marty, I think he's going to mention it again.
over there.
soon
Yeah. So once
as to
again,
why I won't back up.
Bob, he's afraid of a sundry.
You can
of
clearly see screws,
hidden
and
landmines there
and
that will
debris, and I didn't want to risk it.
puncturing the tire, and there's a bazillion of them, and there's really no way to get rid of all of them because it's like 10 years of screws and nails everywhere.
You know, those unexpected, unwanted expenses when you're traveling.
Well, what would be worse would be to be this guy, and then you're on the highway with your trailer going back to Indiana or wherever, and you have a flat tire, and then I get a phone call.
It would be an "I told you so" phone call, but I do have a spare, thankfully. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be too hard. I got my impact wrench.
Yeah. So at the minimum, I would probably
Hey,
be
Uncle Brian,
expected to
how you doing, brother?
repair or replace the tire. And
It's good to see you, my wham.
I know the risks pulling into this parking lot.
So therefore,
Uncle Brian's
it's going to have to be the
doing
hard
the
way.
van life right now.
Because the other hard way
right?
Is a no-go.
And he mentioned something
Having a
about
flat
heading
tire
this way
is
at some point.
Not
If you're
something.
still up for that, you're still welcome, Brian.
It's just too bad that I can't get some large wheels underneath this thing, and
Yeah, and then you could pull it ever so slowly.
right. Yeah, I could pull this with a truck or car very, very. If I have some there, you just thought of something.
Uncle
I could
Brian's
pull it
Corner
very
and Go
slowly
Fish
with a
Office
truck or
have
car, and then
a
have
really
somebody
cool show that they
standing
do
near it to make sure it doesn't tip over.
where they do word games and stuff like that on Go Fish Office.
JetBlue makes your fare fly
Usually
further.
they do it like twice a week.
With low prices,
So make sure you
fast
check
free
that out.
Wi-Fi, and free TV and movies at every seat.
Because if there's another hand, as it's wobbling, and fighting gravity, being dragged along, it would stay upright as long as there was a steady hand
Right.
keeping it upright.
Yeah,
I hear you,
definitely
Brian.
need someone
I
there
hear
to
you.
help keep it stable.
We just had to shell
And
out.
then we could make a
Let me
video of
pause
it.
this real quick. We just had to shell out about $1,200 for one of my huskies, Moon, the white one. She's having an issue with her paw. She's like limp. She's limping on it now. She's not putting any weight on it whatsoever, and we had to take her to the vet not once, not twice, but 3 times to get them to do the necessary steps to figure out what the issue is. The first time they just kind of felt out the leg and the paw to make sure there was no like splinters or anything like stuck in the paw. They stretched out the leg to see if there's any muscular issues or whatever. They put her on pain medication. They put her on 2 different types of muscle relaxers. And the third visit, we straight up told them that we wanted them to test her for Lyme, because Lyme will manifest like that too. So we had him test for Lyme, and she came back positive with that because nothing was working. This all kind of went over the span of a couple of weeks. So nothing was working. She wasn't putting any weight on her paw. She's still not putting any weight on her paw, more or less. So we just got her started on some pretty hefty antibiotics, and hopefully with time she'll start to get better. But to get back to you with your budget, I completely understand life throws all sorts of surprises your way. You may think you're ready for a vacation, and then all of a sudden something comes up where that money's going to go to something else. And nobody knows more than me how that works. So anyway, let me go ahead and do the video
Upload
here.
it and send it to Bob's wife, and she could like scream at Bob, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. You'd
Thank
be
you,
doing
Amy.
that. We just got to get it over by the trailer, and then we got the hoist to lift it.
Right. Well, somebody has to drag it with a vehicle, though.
Right.
Who's going to be driving the vehicle?
Oh, I think that would be you, right?
Oh, okay.
Like you'd be driving the vehicle.
Right. And you.
I would be holding this thing steady.
Yeah.
And
This part of the thing is actually useless because.
Is it?
Because it doesn't even work.
I would love to get one of these. You remember what I was telling you?
The only part of this thing that I really care about is that turntable.
Me too.
The rim clamp.
Right. I mean, for you,
Those would be
tires, per
great
se,
for
but for me,
compressors
for, like,
too.
Transformers.
If Big Scrap Nation is watching,
littler transformers,
you can
have it
get a
over
hold
and
of something
clamp on
like
there,
this.
Yeah.
And then
It'd be
slowly
great
turn.
to
You can get like a plasma cutter, or
put in those compressors, like
have
hold
a
those
plasma
compressors
cutter, just
while you're
kinda
using a plasma
slowly
cutter.
cut it around.
Right.
Make it real easy and efficient and quick to cut open
I will.
compressors.
Well,
That would
hopefully
be
you'll
something
be
you
able to
would
give
do.
her a hug
You'd
yourself
probably get,
sometime soon.
I don't know,
I
the video
don't know
went,
when you can make it up this way.
semi-viral. You'd
If
probably get
not,
1 million views
completely
on that.
understandable.
I wouldn't be the first.
It's a long way to
do
travel.
it. And I certainly wouldn't be the last, but I would love to try.
Right. It's something that would seem interesting to watch, besides looking at nails on the ground and.
Well, nails can be pretty exciting, I suppose. Watching other people drive over them and not me.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see, like,
So,
one of them
short of it was,
industrial
like,
sized
kidnapped Han.
magnets. You know what I
This
mean?
guy
Just
ends
running
up
it
bringing
over
his
that
trailer
property
into
to
the
see
shop.
what would come up.
Because I've heard on this channel, 1 million times on this channel, just bring your truck up to the door. And I would make up every excuse on the planet why not, but there's a real why not, and that's because it guarantees you a flat tire almost every time. So
I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, you're not getting rid of them. It's just Not all of them are made out of steel either. Just run a magnet over those,
true.
and then you'll get
Some are made of
I would
aluminum
say
and
a
other
good
materials, and there's
30%
other
of them are aluminum or
composite
brass or
plastics and
some
stuff
other.
like that can also pop the
Nails,
tire.
there's debris in here that could puncture your tire too.
True.
Yeah.
There's broken shards of glass and jagged pieces of steel.
Yeah. But nonetheless, you won't be
mostly less.
This place too much longer.
No, 26 days and it's over with. We're done. It's over.
No, I'll be grateful when he's set up
Howdy, and,
somewhere else doing his scrapping and
I
processing
get a
and stuff
cardboard
like
sign,
that.
and I gotta write something on that.
Will work for poverty.
Yeah, some kind of nonsense, so I can stand
Maybe
on the
if I
corner.
should keep all the small copper-bearing motors for down the road
King, you should be a greeter
to
at Walmart.
process, or if I should sell them as is.
That would probably last
Well,
like
it
not
depends
even
on
a day, like maybe a
depends
couple
on how
hours.
small you're talking about.
You being Walter.
Yeah.
More like
Oh.
Walter.
Right.
Hold on, my phone's give me just a second here, guys.
Walmart. I'll get you.
I'm gonna
Get
you
out.
guys watch
Get the
this
hell
a little
out of
bit.
here.
Get out of here.
And no browsing.
No loitering, no browsing.
Life is rarely lived on the straight and narrow. Introducing the BF Goodrich G-Force Phenom, our latest ultra-high performance tire. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Serrano. Look at this action. One of the biggest matches in boxing history.
I don't like the way you look. You look like a thief anyway.
Oh God.
Now I got all those other commenters saying, dig a trench and get a pump. And how much electricity is in here to run a pump?
Not enough.
Not enough. Ain't happening. That's why it never happened. This damn place floods like the new the new tenant is in for a surprise.
Yeah.
First time it rains.
There's ever a tenant here again.
Yeah, right.
But in all honesty, it's a bittersweet thing. But
Yeah.
this just on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. Well, bigger and better, huh? Is that how you see it?
Well, that's my hope for you, anyway.
Yeah. So how much bigger and better do I need to make the cardboard sign when I'm standing on the
Enough
corner?
for people to read at least 50 feet away. Just make sure you put yourself at a four-way intersection so multiple people can see you.
Or so I can get hit from multiple directions.
That too. Make sure you're showing a decent amount of leg.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Or I already got the clothes for looking.
Wear a Waldo costume like we talked about before.
Right.
Yeah.
Even the homeless guys got better clothes than I got. The guy standing on the corner, I was looking, he's got a new pair of Adidas shoes on. I'm like, what?
Sorry about that. My
guys
father borrowed the lawnmower. He was just coming back. They opened the garage door for him.
Yeah. Well, I already got the poor thing down. I don't really got to pretend.
Well, the problem is the authentic folks don't seem to do quite as well. As
No, they don't.
You know, that's the unfortunate part.
I'm not entertaining enough? Is that what you're telling me?
Are you not entertained? I sure as heck am.
All right, let me pause this for a second because I want to talk about, talk to Big Scrap Nation statement here real quick. It really boils down to what you personally want to do. I mean, it always does, of course, but in the end, if you've got like those copper bearing motors that you're talking about, like the donuts and whatnot, they got some really decent copper in there, but it's more tedious work than anything else. So if you've got the room to store it and do it on like a rainy day when you got nothing else to do, or if you're not feeling up to doing some of the more, physically demanding work, and you want fiddle work at home, or you know what I'm trying to say here. It's the stuff that you would want to do when there's nothing else to do, or you don't feel like doing anything else. You can sit there and watch TV and fiddle around with it. But on the other hand, if you don't want to, yeah, there you go. If you don't want to do that, or the beauty about it too, Big Scrap Nation, is you can hold on to it with that intention of like doing what I just said. Or you can turn around and say, well, you know, hey, there's a good price for them right now. I'm going to cash them in. So it's money in the bank either way. So if you're willing to do that and you're willing to process it and separate the copper, sure, it's going to take a lot of time. It's not worth it in the conventional sense because of how small they are. But if you're going to take them home and it's something to do and there's nothing else to do, then it's, you know what I'm saying? It's better than just sitting on your ass watching TV and doing nothing. You're processing while you're watching TV. You're still making money. Does any of that make sense? Let's see. Solenoids. I have lots of room to store stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, if you feel that you could store them and, you know, you can get to them at some point, you know what I mean? Then, you know, I'd hold on to them, because obviously you're going to get more money for you're going to get more money for number 2 copper than you would for just the copper bearing motor price. You know what I mean? But it all boils down to time and how much time you're willing to spend, and you know, how long you're willing to hold on to it until, you know, there's nothing left to do or whatever. You know, you could look at it this way too. You could turn that into a fund of sorts. You know how you process certain metals and you put the money toward those certain metals when you cash in towards certain things, like you pay bills with certain metals, you pay, you know, whatever the case may be. You could turn those into a fund, you know, to save towards something you want or something you need. There's something to do too. All food for thought. Yeah, I'll hold them, and they will be sick day scrapping. That's it right there, man. That's it right there. But listen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let me just end this right here. I'm going to go ahead and end this here because I got stuff I want to take care of too today. I want to go up to Dad's place. I got him a high definition antenna for his for Father's Day. And my sister got him an LED television, like a 32-inch LED television, so we can hook all that stuff up into his garage. He had a regular CRT television in there for years, and his CRT television crapped out on him. And what does he do? we talked about it and all that, and my sister and I, we talked to him and we're like, okay, for Father's Day, we're going to hook you up. We're going to give you all of that stuff. We're going to hook you up. So what does he do? He goes into his barn and he finds this old TV that my grandmother used to have, and he puts it in his garage. It's another CRT television. It's hilarious. But we got him the TV. We got him a Roku for it. And we got him a, what do you call it there? A high definition antenna anyway. And I'd like to set that all up for him today. Let's see. Hold on just a second here. Have a good one. Might go live in the shop maybe. That would be awesome, man. Bye, everyone. I hope you have a great day. We have a flat screen TV. We have the Roku devices hooked up to them. Yes, indeed. But listen, have a happy 4th. You know I love you guys. You're amazing. We're gonna. I always say this, but I am gonna try to be more regular on here. I'm going to take some YouTube algorithm laxatives, and we're going to pass those videos through more often and smoother. And this is just sounded really terrible. But what I'm trying to say is I'm going to do more videos and more live streams, and holy guacamole. So until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Much love. Have a scrap happy day, and take care.